So our adventures have ended. We are back in Riyadh. Me from America, Robert from wherever he went, and we have settled into our lives. I have started work, so this is kind of a overview of the past like monthish, actually, almost a month. So I went into work on I think August 20 something. I don't really know actually. Maybe the 22nd, 24th, 20. I don't know, 20 something. I don't know. I went in to work. I work for Modern Global International School. It's attached to the Wadi Cortuba compound. I teach 7th and 8th grade English language arts and social studies. I teach roughly 24 classes a week, 7 classes a day, 6 to 7 classes a day. And I really enjoy it. I love my kiddos. I've got 9 7th graders and 5 8th graders. I am one of 2 Americans who work there that I've met so far. Yes. I have work friends, and I feel quite nice about having work friends. Trying to think. We do a lot with our friends. One of our friends had to move. We're calling it vacationing, right? She's vacationing in Jeddah, but she had to move back for work. We're hoping she comes back to Riyadh soon, though, because we miss her. So we do a lot with our friends still. They like to stay out till the crack of dawn. That does not suit me. I was not built to stay out till the crack of dawn. So I did. We end up going home around like 1ish. But we rent these like chalet, fringe. We rent these like little houses, like an Airbnb, where you can stay like from 2 p.m. to like 7 a.m. Not that I'm staying till 7 a.m. But we go and we swim in the pool and then we change. There's like bathrooms and a bedroom, so you change in the bedroom and do your makeup and hair. And then you go and we have like a little dance party. So the first one we did this, the first one we rented, it was like a lot of people. And I wasn't really comfortable dancing with a lot of people. But like our main core friend group was there. And then the second one, we swam, and then it was like just us. It was like 8 of us dancing in this little circle. So we need to find a happy medium. But we actually had a great time. I wrote an article for the Columbia Metropolitan Magazine, I think is what it's called, for LGB's section with the Watson's kitchen, den, and living room and dining room, or kitchen area. It's really great. Look for it in the Thanksgiving edition. The kitchen looks great. I don't know about my writing, but the kitchen looks nice. I'm trying to think what else. We went to an escape room and we escaped with like 20 seconds left. We were freaking out. It was zombie themed. Everyone was running around. We just went to the French embassy party last night, and it was a lot cooler than the American embassy. Bummer, America. Really sorry. The French embassy was way cooler. They had like fancy food, like a buffet. They had DJ. We danced the night away. It's when my voice is hoarse. Trying to think what else we did. We're going to a party tonight. It's called Antara. That's the compound's name. If many of you have been keeping up from the beginning, you'll know that this is a compound we looked at to live in, but did not end up doing it because we live here. So we're going to this party. It's 80s themed. I don't think anyone else is dressing up, but of course I'm going to dress up. It's a theme party. We had our anniversary, of course. I know some of you have probably seen my Instagram or talked to my parents or Robert's parents, but we've been married for 3 years now officially. We are alive and well, somehow alive and well in 3 years into marriage, 6 years into being together, almost 7. And our friends all came to our house because they wanted to watch the video. We had mentioned like, oh yeah, we like watch a video with each other because on Wednesdays we usually all get together with our friends and we like go to this like jazz. Well, it's not really jazz. He says he's a jazz musician, but he just like plays the guitar and like sings cover songs of like slower songs. But we go because we went once and we really liked him, and we really liked the food at the restaurant. Like it is like a set menu kind of thing. So we were doing that on Wednesdays, and they're like, oh, let's do it next Wednesday. And we're like, oh, we can't. Like it's our anniversary, so we're gonna watch our wedding video. And they're like, I want to see it. So they all came over, and our French friend Victor, he like came in like a full 3-piece suit, like looking snazzy. He's like, it's a wedding, I've got to look good. And so they all came over here, and we'd ordered pizza, but there was a mix-up with the gate for one of our friends, so we ended up going to a restaurant like right outside the compound, and just took the pizza. It was the same restaurant as the pizza we got, but it was from a different location. We just took the restaurant, like took the whole top of the restaurant to ourselves, and like spread the pizza out, got more appetizers. They asked us about Robert and I's love story, so we told them, and then we play the video for them so they could see it, and we didn't think they'd really want to see the whole thing, you know? And they were like, no, we want to hear what that robe guy's saying. I'm like, he's the preacher. So we played it for them, and they were like absolutely enthralled. And it was so nice to have, you know, people to celebrate with. It was fun. And they just pretended like they were there. So they like clapped and everyone else clapped, and they stood up and everyone else stood up. It was really, really sweet. We had a going away party for one of the girls. She sent flowers, the girl who went to Jeddah. We threw her a going away party where we like played Cards Against Humanities and hung out like the night before she left. And then she sent flowers to us for our anniversary, being like, I wish I could be there. And then she actually came in town and did the escape room with us, and then flew right back out that night. She like comes back and forth from Jeddah a bunch to see us because we miss her. But our anniversary was good, and then the weekend, Robert had it planned where we got the Rustica, my favorite pizza here in Saudi. It's no Pisano, but it's pretty much like 90% Pisano. And then he got me almost squash. It was so nice. I got trapped, though, because the lady, like, asked me if I wanted to stay, and I didn't understand, so I was just like, yes, I guess so. So I ended up staying in this, like, relaxing room. It was very strange, but it felt good. It was a very deep massage. It was a Bali massage. Posh. And it was lovely. And I feel like I need another one. I'm trying to think. I had a meet the teacher night at school so the parents could come meet me. I had a whole slideshow. They didn't really want to see it. That's okay. But I'm loving my kids. We're doing the National Geographic curriculum, which is something I've never done before, so I'm getting some experience with it. They're not reading many books, so I'm trying to figure out what to do about the no bookage situation. But other than that, my kids are great. They're funny. They looked at me the other day and they were like, your face always looks the same. I said, yeah, well, it's the only one I have, so I would hope it doesn't change too much. And so I ended up straightening my hair and like putting on like full makeup, not just like, you know, the blush I put on. And I came into school Thursday and they're like, oh my gosh, Miss B, you look crazy. Like, what? I'm like, yeah, I can dress up, girls. I just, you know, choose not to. Because our AC went out the other day and it was so hot. And then our internet went out the next day and I couldn't do anything. Like, I was like, all right, girls, you're going to take your quiz by word of mouth. Okay, number one is, like, good luck. And then our computers died. The printer died the next day. I'm like, we need to get it together, team. And I walked home from work one day. It's only 1.5 miles away, but it's, like, the highway. It's like walking from, like, the Waffle House, the first Waffle House, to Mom and Dad's house if you could take the highway. Like, it's not that far away. It just, you'd be on the highway for half of it. So I did walk, and a police officer stopped, and he was like, are you lost, ma'am? I said, no, sir, not lost, just walking home. He said, do you need help? I said, no, I'm okay. He said, okay, and I drove away, and I just, you know, trekked in the heat. And Robert did end up come getting me from a Starbucks, because I was like, I think I might pass out, it's a little warm, and he was like, what do you mean? I said, because I'm walking home, and he was like, what? You can't walk home, it's a highway, they don't have sidewalks. And they don't, not even in neighborhoods. So, I did get picked up. And I'm starting back with Rowan, my South African kiddo that we worked at. Kiddo, he's 16, he's a grown-up. Not really, he's a medium grown-up, young adult. He's getting there. He goes to the British school. And so I'm back working with him. If you remember, I worked with him last spring as well. And so we hang out. We do English and math. We actually really don't do that much English. We do a lot of science. I'm learning so much. I learn about forces and physics and chemistry. We learn cell division together. I'm like, this is great. I'm like getting to take free high school cell division courses. Awesome. Brush up on my Pythagorean theorem. I got to explain mythology to my 7th graders Thursday, and they were very confused. They like did not understand. They're like, I don't understand. It's just make-believe stories. I was like, yeah, but it's not like you know, Hansel and Gretel. Like, it's not make-believe like that. It's some people believed it was like how the world worked, and they were like very confused, did not understand. They were like, what? So it'll be fun. And once they like kind of got it, and I played them the beginning of Hercules, you know, the We Are the Muses. They were like, this is so cool, this is so cool. I'm like, yeah, I know, you guys are gonna love it. This is like a key, like, not life skill, but like integral part of growing up is like getting really into either like Egypt, Greek mythology, or the Titanic. And if you're me, you just decided to do all 3 of those things. So anyway, I think that's pretty much everything we've been doing. We've been like really, really busy, which is good. It's nice to be busy and not like boring busy, if you know what I mean. Robert's been really busy with work. Yeah, that's it actually. So I'm trying to think. School's good. Long days. Wake up at 6. Get home by 3 though. And then I exercise. Training for that marathon still. We've got everything pretty much booked, so we're pretty excited. We've got like it scheduled at least, not booked, but scheduled. So that's in November. Hopefully I'll make it across the finish line. But yeah, that's it. We're just hanging out, getting excited. I come back to America in February for Shuggy's wedding, which is exciting. And Nan got engaged. Savannah did. Those of you who know Savannah, she got engaged. You should text her congratulations. But yeah, that's us. That's us here planning our next trip. We might go try to scuba dive in Jeddah. We might go to Bahrain. So we're just kind of floating around, going to work, coming back from work, cooking as much as we can, and hanging out with all of our friends because we never know when we're leaving. So might as well get it all in. Oh, and we met Claire Grandy, or I guess her last name isn't Grandy. We met Linda Grandy's niece, Claire. She works for the U.S. Embassy and lives in the DQ. And so we finally got to meet with her. And so we've hung out with her a couple times. We're seeing her tonight at our 80s party. We saw her last night at the French Embassy party. And so it's been really nice getting to know her. I didn't realize how nice it would be to like have at least one American friend, because when my music comes on, I'm like, yes, this is like integral to my middle school experience. Like, it's Get Low, it's Low by Flo Rida, it's Yeah, it's Usher, like it's all this stuff. And like our Saudi friends are like, I mean, yeah, this is a good song, but they'd rather like do crazy dances that I can't do to like Egyptian Arabic music. And like, I can't do that. So I get to have the aux chord for like 2 songs. And then they go back to their music. But I'm like, finally, like a song came on last night at the French party. And Claire was like, yes. I'm like, yes, thank you. Someone else has the same experience as me to dancing, because Robert's a boy and he's awkward. But Claire knows, she gets it. She gets the like, this is the song. And my friend Rouge tried to teach me how to like move, but she's like, you're doing it. And I'm like, I'm definitely not doing it the way you're doing it. This is not the same thing she's doing. She's got way more rhythm. Anyway, that's us. Sorry again for the like 4 vlogs in a row. I apologize. This is just our life now. I'll try not to forget if anything crazy happens or if we go anywhere fun. So yeah, happy almost Saudi National Day, and talk to you guys soon. Bye. I forgot to mention that we saw the Black Eyed Peas in concert. They came to Riyadh. It was so cool. I've never been to a hip-hop concert before. It was incredible. Claire was with us, and all of our friends were with us, and most of our friends. And it was actually so awesome. Fergie wasn't there, but will.i.am was, and we were screaming. It was awesome. If you get a chance to go see the Black Eyed Peas in concert, you have to go. And how could I forget what Robert got me for our anniversary? I want to show you. It's beautiful. So one of our friends is an artist, and so Robert commissioned him to make me earrings and a necklace. And so this is the necklace. The earrings are obviously in the coordinated earring holder. But this is the necklace. So he made it himself. Robert like picked out the colors and the stones, and I'll let you see it closer up. And so the guy made it for me. Isn't it beautiful? And then Robert has one that's just like black with just this like really pretty blue stone. And so I wear it. My girls love my earrings at school, and so they pick out, the ones I wear for like the important days. So for me, the teacher night, I brought like 7 pair for them to pick out, and they picked these. They picked the ones Robert made me, and I told them all about my friend that makes jewelry, and so they picked them out because they loved them and they thought they were unique. And I said, yeah, there's none else in the world like them because they're for me. They're special for me. So I wanted to make sure that I gave him and Gus proper credit.
What?
So this can have like above your head. These are squats. It's dangerous.
The man is falling.
Robert.
You gotta lean on the
Sorry.
Can you stick together because you're married? Thank you.
Wait, you guys.
I want to take your responsibility. Here you go.
Who presents LEB to be married to Robert, our family.
And then he says, "It's the Beauty and the Beast with the flowers." I just love it. I want it. Can you open it?
Yeah, Robert, open it. I am.
Yalla.
You can open that. Okay. Is everybody watching?
Yeah, everybody's
Robert,
watching.
eyes on you, man. Eyes on you.
Like,
Woo!
And you're having a good guy?